some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They're going to get on that football, and what a job by the onside kick team to pull that one off and steal a possession. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. On second down, looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got it past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out. Not work out as he stopped at the 13. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, there.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
On the move. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here come the Irish back on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice.
Oh, look out. There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The sure hands, it's Gates. Tackled immediately after the catch. The Spartans will hustle to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Dumps it off in the flats. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The quick out. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Notre Dame right back to the line. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to barge their way in. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Notre Dame 21, Michigan State 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty! And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On second down, just keeps firing. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Handoff to the single back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Back to the air one more time. He caught it. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He fires to the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Completes it in the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The give to the fullback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Unloads it left. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Going for it on fourth down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the ground with the back. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
A shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Buys a little time with his feet. Fires downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
looking to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Got a man, it's Brown. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, they'll pass for it, using his legs to buy some time. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They go to the ground, and they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play.
Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
It's complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to bully their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And he will score! Touchdown, Irish! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this quarter.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's got him this time. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient, make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Goal. Massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them to...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And line...
And he reels it in inside the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Fast motion from the offense. With the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Sparty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 7 in the end zone.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bob. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. First down to start the drive after the break. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wide out in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Ready to try the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab. It's locked. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense.
He's taking the shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. And the ball is loose on the return. Scooped up by the kicking team. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
That's why they call them the hands. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Carr. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Carr. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it on the right. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
First down for the offense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Spartans.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and
He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To throw, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. He's got it.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now. And they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them.
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Irish. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick. They get it, and they
got him for the sack. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. He's back to throw on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's...
Going for the big play. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And it's picked off for the fourth time today.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He finds his man. And that is how we will wrap this one up. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so